You're listening to the Wits Max Show. I'm Vidhi Makwana and I'll teach you the no fluff way to get your service based business fully sold out without needing thousands of Instagram followers, pay for ads, or any coaching or niche certificates. Wondering how that's possible? I've done it and multiple of my clients have too, and now I'm here to show you how you can too. Listen on to find out how. Welcome back to the Witsmack Show, and today we are going to discuss how you can replace the hour-long sales calls, conversations that you're having with people, and you're literally convincing them to join your high-ticket offers or showing them why they need to join the high-ticket offers, where at the end of the call, you don't even know whether or not they are convinced or whether or not they are going to join your offer. Or this might also be seen in a place where you are doing day long DM conversations with someone and you are literally convincing them inside the DMs why they need to join your offer. And they might be throwing you price objections, how they cannot afford it, how it's not the right time, etc., etc. And these people are not at all interested. How good that would be if you can replace all of this through your content, wherein all of the people who are coming in to inquire inside your DMs or through your sales calls, they are literally ready to sign up at the price that you're charging without having any price objections and without having to convince them, and they are literally just ready to join, and they are just like, oh my god, just send me the link, I am so ready for this, because you've built that much trust, you have built that much authority, and people just want to work with you for you, and they know the value of this offer already without being like, okay, I'm gonna hop on the sales call and then understand what is the value of joining your offer, where you're not even sure how you can do that, right? So that is what we are going to discuss today. So first of all, let me tell you, your content can replace this. Your content can replace your sales calls in a way that you don't even have to do sales calls anymore. So let me tell you that 100% of the sales I make in my business are without sales calls. People don't care about getting on sales calls and receiving pitches from coaches. I need to say this again. People don't care about getting on sales calls and receiving pitches from coaches. What they do care about is whether they trust this person or whether they trust this program to bring the exact transformation that they desire. Especially when it comes to high end clients, they don't even want to spend that much time hour long on an hour long sales call to discuss with you in a way that you are literally convincing them to join the offer when they are not even sure whether or not they want to join the offer. They would rather like to read one or two of your posts and be like, okay, that speaks to me and I want to join that offer. That is what good content can do for you when you have learned and when you have mastered content, copy, and messaging. People only care about that that you are giving them the exact transformation that they desire. That is all. And your content can do that heavy lifting for you when you've mastered the art of high ticket content copy. So this is why I always say that the biggest money making activity in your business is your content copy. And I cannot tell you how many people I see every single day not even focusing on that content. They are just creating content for the sake of creating content because they feel that they need to or that they have to do this work. They have to put something out there. So they are just creating content, but it's almost like they are wasting those hours behind creating content because their content is not even converting. What is probably converting for them is the sales calls, is the DM conversations, which is so dreadful for you and also the person on the other side. And all of this, all of this time that you are spending on the sales calls or on the DMs, convincing people to join your offers, could be replaced with just the actual amount of time that you are currently spending on creating content, in writing good content in a way that that alone is actually attracting people inside your DMs into your sales calls without having to chase people in the DMs. Right? So that is just the one best thing that I love about content. And that is why I say that this is your biggest money making activity. If you're not focusing on content, you're literally every single content that you are sharing, that is a waste of time. You're wasting your time in creating mediocre content. What content can do, let me talk about that. Content can make sure that you're bringing in the right people in, which means you are qualifying people through content so that you don't have to hop on a sales call with the wrong person, so that you don't have to bring in, so that you're not bringing in inquiries from the wrong people inside your DMs. How good that would be, right? Content can make sure that it's selling people on your offer so that they come in already ready to join without needing any convincing or having any price objections or any other objections at all, because your content has done that heavy lifting for you. Another thing that content can do is build the trust, connection, and authority with a lot of people at the same time without you needing to spend hours with different people on sales calls or in the DMs. Meaning, thousands of people versus one person on a sales call for an hour. Who wants to spend that much time, anyways, right? Another thing is content can articulate the value of your offer such that your audience wouldn't even blink an eye on your price, which means there are no price objections coming in. You need to learn and master how to show the value of your offer, how to articulate the value of your offer as per the price that you are charging. Content can also activate your audience to take action and join your high ticket offers immediately, which means high ticket sales. After mastering all of this, literally sales calls or day long DM conversations just don't make sense to me. When your content can do all of this, not just for one person, but for thousands of people at the same time, I would always choose content over doing sales calls or whatever. And look at how much more time is this saving you, right? How much more time are you saving by not having 5 sales calls per week without even knowing how many of those are going to join? And then probably you are doing lead generation for bringing in those people who are going to who are going to come on with a sales call with you, and they would be like, okay, I just want to just convince me that why I should join your offer. And even though you are still wondering where your next client is coming from, that wouldn't be happening when you have mastered content. Okay, so let's just discuss, how do we do this? How do we make sure that your content is doing all of this that we discussed so far through content? So what do I see with a lot of content that a lot of people are creating that is missing, which is why the content that they are creating is either bringing in the wrong people or not, or people who are coming in, they don't know why they should join your offer, right? So if you're getting, this is for you, if you're getting a lot of inquiries, for example, or you're getting enough inquiries but they are not hopping into joining your offer, right? Or you might not even getting any inquiries, you're literally consistent about creating content but you're not getting any inquiries. So that is what we are going to discuss right now. Like, what is missing from your content? What kind of content you need to create so that this isn't happening, right? So that you do bring high ticket buyers into your DMs who are ready to join your high ticket offers. Okay. So first thing that I see missing is selling them on what makes your offer unique. And I say this a lot of times that your biggest blind spot is that you don't know what makes your offer unique. So, first of all, what I would do is I would look at what makes my offer unique. So, why should people join my offer rather than Sally's offer, which is about the same thing, right? Why not her offer? And why not my offer? Like, what is the difference? What makes you the authority to speak about this topic? Why what is the difference? Like, what is that deal breaking thing that, if not there in this kind of an offer, people shouldn't join that offer? You can also make that that as a unique thing about your offer. So what is that thing? You need to educate your audience, make them aware about this thing, and that is why they would join your offer, right? So sell them on what makes your offer unique. Show them why you are the person to teach that, right? Second thing is shifting their perspective around why they need your solution versus others. Why your solution? And when I say your solution, I mean, what is the process or what is the method that you take them through inside your offer that is much more better than what everyone else is teaching, right? What is your different opinion about this method or about getting the transformation that you are promising in the offer? What is your unique opinion about that that is different from other people selling the same kind of offer? That will make you so much more unique. So sell that opinion as well. Sell that opinion in such a way that people have shifted their perspective about being like, okay, I believe in your opinion, not in someone else's opinion. And when someone actually believes in your opinion, which means that they are literally sold on you and sold on your offer, because now this person is like, because you are the only person who has the solution to this inside your offer, they are obviously going to join your offer over someone else's, right? So these are the two things. Third thing, showing what makes you the expert in teaching on or mentoring this topic. What makes you the expert in this? You want to brag about yourself. You want to show why, literally, like, what makes you so confident that you know this topic much better than other people out there. You want to talk about things like what makes you so confident that no one else can do this the way you do. No one else can bring the kind of results that you are bringing for your clients, right? Do you have that much confidence around your offer and around you teaching the topic of your offer? If you don't have that, we have a problem. Right? So you need to figure that out first. So maybe just create a whole list of like, what makes me the expert in teaching this or mentoring this? And if you cannot figure that out, I would give you an exercise to write 100 points. 100 points, 100 bullet points about what makes you the expert to teach this topic and why should people hire you for this at the price that you are charging. And the first 10 would be easier to come up with. The next 20 would be harder. But as soon as you keep writing, it would be like, okay, now I'm getting the in-depth reasons for why me. You know, you wouldn't get that for writing 20. You wouldn't get that for writing 50 points. You need to go up until 100. So if you literally just struggle with this thing, I would have you do this exercise. Fourth kind of content that is missing and that you need to share is making them aware around where is the gap in their strategy that you have the solution to. Where is the gap in their strategy, in the processes or the methods that they are using right now? What is wrong with that? Or where is the gap? If they're doing the right thing right now and still not getting results, what is the reason? Make them aware about this gap and show them that you have the solution to this, right? This is the best kind of content that you can create that will build your authority, that will build trust, that will sell them on you versus anyone else. Fifth type of content is calling them out on what they're doing wrong, thinking that this is the right thing to do. So if I was to follow my dream client, my dream ideal client, if I'm following this person with a camera during their whole day in their daily life, what am I seeing them doing? What am I seeing them believing? And what am I seeing them thinking right? And these are the things that I want to make them aware of. Like literally, high end clients buy when they feel that you know them better than themselves. They need to feel like you know them so specifically. You need to talk about so specific things that they are like, oh my God, she's talking to me. You know, if you see the headlines that I share on my Instagram, it's like so specific to the point of being like, I know who I'm talking to, and the person who is reading that also knows that I'm talking to them. And that is why, even though you might not see much likes on my posts, but the saves are like insane. And that is because obviously, like a lot of people like to not like the content, but they save it for later because it's helping them, because it's literally speaking to them. And that is why my sales are also high. The sixth type of content that I would have you post is repeating your message that makes your offer unique over and over again in your content. Repeat your message again and again in different content that you're sharing. Sorry. Repeat your message that makes your offer unique over and over again in different content pieces that you're sharing through different ways. When you come back to the same conclusion, the same message again and again through different ways, maybe there are different symptoms that they are going through, or maybe they have different problems that they are going through in their daily life. You bring all of those back to the same root problem, the same message of your offer. That is when it clicks to them. When it comes back again and again to them, they are like, okay, this is why I need to join her offer, right? Because when they can see the actual problems in their daily life that you've already talked about, because they are living that life every single day, right? And you've talked about those problems, you've made them aware about the solution and the gaps in their problem. They are living their life and they have you in their mind while they're having those problems, while they have those micro problems or micro goals during their daily life, which is reminding them of you again and again in the back of their head. And that is when they would be like, yes, this is why it's for me, right? So that is why they need to join your offer, right? So when that happens in the daily life, reminding them of you and reminding them of the message of your offer message that is coming back again and again, and they are like, I know I need this, with every single daily life problem that you've already discussed through your contents, they are like, oh, I know I need that, I know I need that. That is when that would happen, which is why you need to repeat that message through different content pieces again and again, and actually make it so specific to being like they are having those problems or their or those micro goals in their daily life, so that it becomes scattered and it's almost like they just can't unsee you and your message, right? That is when this would happen. And the problem is that most of the people think that they are being too repetitive or they are selling too much. And it's not that it's bugging your audience. It's not bugging your audience. First of all, repeating your message is such a good thing. You need to do it. You should do it. Okay, first of all. Second of all, if you are at a point that I shouldn't sell multiple times in a day, for example, you should do that, because, or like every single day at least, you should sell every single day at least. The reason is that it's not that most of the people who are watching you selling that, it's not that they have decided that they don't want to join your offer, but it's that they have not even decided. They are not at a place where they are like yes or no. And through your marketing, your goal is to get them to a decision whether yes or no. And that is why you need to sell your offer again and again. So putting your offer out there again and again is not about, the whole goal of that is not about like making sales. Obviously you would be making sales, but it's about, if you make that goal to be like, I'm going to take them to that decision point, because most of those people haven't even made that decision. It's okay if they make the decision to be like, that's exact no, that's fine. Your content's job is to get them to that decision of being like, get to that decision, just say yes or no. And that is when they would be like, because most of the people are in between of that yes or no, right? They haven't even made the decision, and your content's job is to get them to that decision. Okay, so these are the 6 things that I would have you create content around. And let me tell you, the thing is, anyone can create content consistently, and you know that you've been there, you have done that, right? But it's not the consistent content that brings high ticket sales. It's about learning the content that activates your audience to get inside your offers. It's about mastering content copy that attracts, commits, and converts high end buyers into your offers. And that is why it's time to master content copy that does all of this for you. If you're at a point where you are like, I just am tired of sales calls, creating sales pages, I literally don't even have sales pages. It's just like details of the offer, in being like, this is what you get, this is what you'll learn, and that's it. And then the payment link. That is the simplest sales page that I have. And yet I haven't seen anyone who ever comes to me being like, Vidhi, why don't you have a sales page? Vidhi, what else do, like, asking me questions about things that doesn't happen, right? Things like, why don't you have a sales page? Or I want to see a longer sales page. Because even, first of all, next thing that I want to say is, high end clients don't even have that much time, or they don't even care about that, and most people won't even read that longer sales page when they trust you, right? And that is the point of using content to get them to that place, that they trust you so much that they get committed towards that, and that they convert inside your offers. So if you're ready, to join, to know that you want to master content copy, because you don't want to do sales calls, or you just want to make sure that people who are coming into your offers, coming into inquiring for your offers, they come in completely ready, without any objections, without being like, I cannot afford it, or those kinds of things, and they are like literally ready to pay anything that you charge. Then Copy to Cash Academy is for you. Copy to Cash Academy is the place where I have opened it just for a few days, and this is the place where you will learn how your content can qualify the right people in, build trust, connection, and authority, articulate the value, and activate your audience to join your high ticket offers. Okay, so the reality is, you can hope that your sales calls convert, or you can know that your high ticket content copy converts. The choice is yours. So the Copy to Cash Academy is the place for you if you're like, I want my content to do all of these things that I just discussed. So I'm just going to take you through what we cover inside the Copy to Cash Academy, because this is the place if you're like, I want to learn content copy and messaging that sells out your high ticket offers without needing to do sales calls or lead generation or speaking to people in the DMs for days convincing them why they need your offer. And this is what we are covering inside Copy to Cash Academy. Understanding what is it that your ideal client really wants, and what needs to shift in your marketing to attract high-end clients. The sequence of content to warm up an icy cold audience using my warm up recipe. The tunnel approach to create highly converting messaging for your offers. What makes high ticket clients stick, take action, and get moving towards your offers? The 4 types of content you need to create in different phases of your launch or in different phases of your sales that speaks to different buyers types. Different types of buyers and when to speak to each one during which phases of the launch or sales. Copy starters for different elements of the copy to cash model to make content writing feel like a breeze. The type of masterclasses you can host that brings in new leads and how to host them to make people hungry for more, making them join your offers. ChatGPT prompts for masterclass and offer topic ideas and transformation statements. The plug and play templates for emails that I send before and during a launch and while hosting a masterclass. The masterclass slides templates for you to plan and host it effortlessly to know what to include and what to say when. And here's the thing, by joining this offer, you will save yourself the time, money, and energy by finally being able to stop wondering if you are doing everything you can to sell your offers. The energy leak of wondering what to post to sell my offer, wondering how to make your content stand out in your industry, wondering to lower your prices or questioning your offer, attracting clients who aren't the right fit or just send you, sorry, I can't afford. You don't need to do any of these things. You wouldn't even be wondering any of these things because now you would have mastered content copy. So what you get inside is lifetime access to all of the trainings. There are 6 modules, and there are sub modules as well. So this doesn't mean that there are only like 6 hours of training. Obviously, there's more, but there are sub modules as well. There are actually 6 modules. So it's a 6-week program. So you get lifetime access to all of the trainings, and you get worksheets, templates, prompts, and copy starters to make implementation a breeze. So that is what it is. This program, I'll share the link in the show notes for you to go through the details as well if you want to go through them again. If you are inside Elite Immersion Level 1, you would have a special pricing to join this program if you want to. You can DM me on Instagram for your special pricing if you're interested in joining through the Elite Immersion Level 1, if you're in there. And that is it. I am so excited. The doors have opened for just a few days, and then we are closing the doors, and you wouldn't be able to join Copy to Cash after that. So that is it. And there are three payment plans. One is painful. There is two monthly pay. Two months of payment plan, and there's also 4 months of payment plan, whichever feels really good for you. So the payment plans are really flexible. I would see you inside the Copy to Cash Academy, and DM me on Instagram if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.